Good afternoon, Mike Jones, Jacksonville's voice of real estate, coming at you live. Today I'm flying solo because Cindy is out and about doing real estate things. Sorry we haven't been here for the last couple of weeks, but we've just been super busy, and that's a good thing because when real estate's busy, that means everything else is busy too. Today I'm talking about deal killers. Whether you're buying or selling a house, I see it happen all the time. And I want to tell you about something that we just witnessed happen with another agent and her buyers, how she killed the deal. And I see this all the time. I just figured I'd start sharing it and let you know that it's very important that you know who you're working with when you choose a realtor. It's important that you interview your agent, whether you're buying or selling, before you just jump in the car or sign a listing agreement or jump in the car to go look at houses. You know, there's probably 10,000 real estate agents registered in the local board here. Just because there's 10,000 agents registered in the board doesn't mean that there's 10,000 agents doing a lot of business. There's a very few amount of real estate agents that actually do any kind of large amounts of business, and it's very important that you interview the person that you're working with. Case in point. Cindy and I have a listing that's right around the $500,000 mark. In Northeast Florida, $500,000 listing is a pretty big size listing. It's the average sales price here, the median sales price in Duval County is about $197,000. It's jumped the last few weeks from $215,000, or it jumps between $215,000 and $197,000. So $500,000, $500,000 listing is a pretty big deal. Anyways, let me set up the scene for you. We had this house on the market for a couple of weeks, had a lot of showings. We had another agent who had a buyer. They had taken through the house, showed it to him. She called and asked if there was any other offers. At the time, there was not. And she said that she had a buyer that was interested. She was going to be sending over an offer. At the same time, we knew that there was another agent that was coming to show the property. And that agent went and showed the property, and somehow it worked out that when the agent was leaving the house, I guess the buyer had left, and the agent had stayed behind to lock up the house and turn off the lights. As she was leaving, she passed the seller and they got into a conversation. Huge mistake. The agent, in responding to the seller's question, is there any interest from your buyer? They said, well, they're trying to decide between your house and a new construction house. Okay, no big deal. Later on that day, while my seller was, we got the offer from the first agent. While my seller was considering what she wanted to do or how she wanted to respond to that offer, we got the offer from the second agent, the one that she passed, and told her that her buyer was also considering new construction. So what we had two separate offers, multiple offers. That's a good thing, and we presented them to the seller. From the first agent, the one who just had submitted the offer, she had all her documentation. She had her buyer's pre-qualification letter, all the necessary disclosures signed by the buyers, and all together when she submitted that offer. In contrast, the second agent, who actually told my seller that they had or their buyer was interested in new construction as well, all she submitted was the offer. No pre-qualification letter, no disclosures, no nothing. Now the second offer was going to net the seller about $3,500 more if she had accepted that deal. However, my seller, being a numbers person and a very analytical person, which is a good thing, knew that the second offer had come from the agent that told her that her buyers were also considering new construction. Long story short, she ended up wanting to take the offer that was going to net her less because of that agent's remark when she saw the seller. That my seller was worried that they might change their mind in their 10-day free look option or their inspection contingency and decide they want to go for new construction. She did not want to risk that. So she went with the lesser offer. She also went with the one that had the buyer's pre-qualification letter and all the disclosures with the offer. It's very important. If your agent's not submitting all the documentation along with your offer, they are not representing you very well. The other problem is this agent gave up her buyer's motivation when she had that conversation with the seller. You never want that to happen. It's always good to answer questions or for an agent to answer questions, but just stick to the topic. Yes, my buyer's interested in your house. I'll let you know, or I'll let your agent know if they decide to write an offer. She shouldn't have went any further than that. So in giving up the buyer's motivation and also not submitting the proper documentation, she lost this deal and this home for that buyer. It's sad because that buyer turns out really wanted the house, and they actually were offering more money, and the terms were even a little bit better. But the seller decided to go with the other offer because it was all sewn up, so to speak. Everything that was needed to be there was there. It's very important. Everybody these days is a real estate agent. You can go get your hair cut, and the barber knows a real estate agent if they're not one themselves. You can go to the store, and the cashier knows a real estate agent. Everybody is a real estate agent. Everybody knows a real estate agent. Sad but true. But like I said, you have got to interview your real estate agent before you decide to let them represent you in your home sale or represent you in buying your home. I cannot say it enough. I've got a ton of these. If you like this video, please click the like button. Be sure and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any future upcoming episodes. And also, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll see all our newest listings, all our videos, and other content that we don't necessarily do live on. Hope you enjoyed this. And by the way, no matter where you are in the country, if you're buying or selling a house and you need an agent, give us a call. We can help you anywhere in the country. We have been in the business for almost 20 years, and we have developed relationships with real estate agents all over the country. We'll sit down, we'll talk to you or talk to you over the phone, find out what your needs, wants, and desires are, and we will find an agent for you that suits your needs and not theirs. I'm Mike Jones, Jacksonville's Voice of Real Estate. Thank you for watching.